and Wing Commander, Koteswara officer. He's waiting from long time.
No.
He is the first person reached here on time, but he has to wait.
No problem. Okay.
And after that, Dr. Suresh Kumar Madhusudan will be there. Then Dr. T.
You are very thin cloud, there's no problem because people who will. Yeah, we have been talking about sustainable development and all. Mine is slightly, yes, it's whether we're sustainable or not, you can ascertain after the lecture, after the presentation. See, we heard about these two buzzwords, sustainable development, which are in use always and everywhere. But what are we actually doing? We are sacrificing ourselves to sustainability, aren't we? In my viewpoint, yes. But is it required for future generations? Why don't we think about disruptive technologies? So, we are talking about plastic waste becoming a big environmental hazard, but there are ways of using the plastic. There are ways of, and our generations from time immemorial they have sustained and they will sustain. So is it that we have to give so much importance only on the sustainability to see our future generations are benefited and sacrifice ourselves? In my viewpoint, yes, to some extent, but not to the full extent. So I would like to cover these two buzzwords using conventional thought process which everybody has discussed till now, and the disruptive technologies which I am actually involved in. I am involved in disruptive technologies which I would like to bring out here very clearly. It's a bit of a juggling act, three different balls. If you see, and then what we talked about, economical growth, inclusion, environmental protection, all three are to be juggled around, and anything is falling onto the ground, the game is over as far as you talk about the sustainability for future generations. But then when we come, so I have to say that Dr. Prakash Divakaran has given me 2-3 occasions where I presented this sustainable development in the conventional perspective, and because I am actively involved in urban infrastructure globally with Chinese, Australians, US people and all. So we thought about bringing in the sustainability which is even practically possible today also in the urban infrastructure of the world, but unfortunately the cost factors and all are too heavy and we could not really implement the process in the urban infrastructure. However, we talked about industry, institutional interaction, it's same thing, I call it III, which is a institutional industry interface, the same thing. So I kept on moving from, I'm not talking about the theoretical part, I'm talking totally about my practical involvement in how I am contributing sustainability in a disruptive technology methodology. So it's very clear that, as I said that in the urban infrastructure world we could not move forward because of the enormous cost that I involved, but as far as the other technologies are concerned, I have gone to that even as I said that, so I did not give it up. So within my own affordable limits, I have got into the acts of implementation of this process in vehicular pollution, which is also a requirement there, and novel water treatments, battery refurbishment technologies, people talked about repair, refurbishment and all. So these technologies have been incorporated and there is practically been working, and waterless car washes, this is all my areas of where my investments have gone in for this disruptive technologies. So now see, I will not touch on the conventional technologies that have been covered by almost all the people. When whomsoever came here, they touched upon all three aspects of people, planet and profits. So I will talk only on the technologies because time is also a constraint. So these things are all covered here, so I know that there is no point in repetition. So I will get into the point where we have got into this. Okay. Now here, next few slides are the testimonials of my direct involvement in the industry for sustainability. Sustainability in the sense, no, I am not saying sustainable, I am talking about disruptive technologies. So this is battery refurbishment. So people talked about regeneration technologies. There is two things here. Manufacturing and recycling, but in between that I am not sure how many are very clear in technology and all, but In between the manufacturing and recycling, we have brought in called refurbishment. It means that the batteries are refurbished without even opening it. It will get back to its original life up to 95% using the latest technology which is patented by a Bangalorean. This is my friend here, and we are going aggressively in the defense market, railways and marine applications, telecom sector. So this means that a battery can get its extended life 3 to 4 years or even 10 years. And even batteries that have been discarded, thrown into the gutter, have been picked up and recycled or refurbished to get back to originality. So this is a technology, this is a practical industrial involvement which we are promoting it, and it has been a very great success because the solution, that is a compound that has been patented and all, so it's really working. So this is the one which we have invested in this thing. Then the other one is, we have talked about green. Well, green means actually is your pollution, car pollution, vehicular pollution is the maximum pollution that takes part in the, because number of vehicles are increasing tremendously. Bangalore has got, Delhi has got more vehicles than the population. Same way Bangalore, they have got more vehicles than the population of the place. So when the vehicular population is increasing, what's that has to go there? What is the major thing that gets into the vehicle? It's a carbon. Carbon is you are generating. Fossil fuels are burned and carbon is generated. So the carbon has to be treated very well. So we have brought a system which is actually patented in Taiwan, and then we did it indigenously in India. So this is already we tested more than 13,000 vehicles, and we are getting into government areas and all. So what happens here is we are using simple water, only water and hydrolysis process, where the water with hydrogen atoms and what is that oxygen, their oxygen hydrogen is introduced into the gaseous form into the air intake without even opening any engine part, just engine part. So the hydrogen is a very strong gas, very inert gas, very much strong. So the moment it impacts the carbon particle is dislodged from that particular area and gets into the stream, into the combustion stream and gets out. So there is a lot of vehicle pollution is reduced in this. This is now the next week on, it will be on in Karnataka KSRTC buses. We are getting into that act here. So this is one thing, and of course this is also the pollution. Now the other most important thing is water. Water is seen as a scarcity for the future because the depletion of this thing. Yeah, so there are certain, now you see that you have the water treatment of MBR, MBBR, you must be knowing the technologies. So those technologies are conventional technologies where your pollution levels cannot be kept at the same strata means this thing. So we have, again, we got into the areas where we have patented these technologies. One is from Singapore, and again, Chikmagalur lady by name Shubha, Dr. Shubha, she has got this patented technology where she is using silicon carbide technology, which is known process, of course, an electrical coagulation process. So myself got into this area where they are getting into this thing. So we are changing this process in industry and all. The first industry that we entered was in ITC paper mills in Bhadrachalam, Andhra Pradesh. So we actively encourage laboratory trials and all to conceive appropriate solutions to our customer levels. So this one. Now other one here is, this is purely a big investment of mine, which is almost 60% stakeholder in the Go ETC. We went into the car wash, waterless car wash. It's all known. It's not, technology is known. Not that mine is a patented one, but we are promoting this because this is where we have to reduce water levels and all. And other one is very interesting is recently, that was launched day before yesterday. Of course, this is not my direct involvement. My friend is they introduced a charger, a universal charger which can charge your mobile, water, laptop and everything. They use gallium nitride inside instead of silicon, which is generally used in your chargers and all that. So this charger is expected to save 1 trillion watts of electricity by 2030. 1 trillion watts. I think people know the figures and all. So these are all disruptive technologies. So with these technologies, you should see how you can see that natural resources. time immemorial, as I said, that we never had a count of this thing. Today we have technology, we are able to assess where the things are there, how to localize them, how to locate them and all. So we are able to, we are getting worried about this particular thing. But actually if you get into the technology and think about disruptive technologies, you need not bother about your fishes. They know how to look after themselves. That's what is a different methodology I wanted to bring it today. And this is the same power charger which will actually save this is one charger which can use very small the size of your you can say normal hand, can hold it in hand, and it is 20 times faster than your conventional chargers. 20 times faster. So these are all disruptive technologies. Okay, anyway, the prima facie progress of any country is an indicator of wealth and health of the individuals. This is akin to the new buzzword, that's triple bottom line, like greenwash, what he was talking about. This is another thing, profits, people and planet are the three triple bottom line we call it, which is also there. The increase in affordability, again, there were, madam, I would like to talk to you, madam, on because you talked about what is that, productivity being reduced. But productivity is not being reduced because people are not having food. The governments are feeding, the governments are making people lazy. For example, I come from Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh means people are not working. There is no labor for us to construct the industry.
Yeah,
so the government, the policies of the people are making people lazy. So these factors are many other things, not directly what we talk on three things on sustainability, economy and growth. No, the economy is disturbed by whom? Economy, you and me will work for the economy, but the government disturbs it.
Yes.
The government is, that is the role of the government, not us. But we are taking it, shall they disturb it? So how will we get into this particular thing? So you take the totality of the situation or overall thing, and then you have to bring it out saying that where I have to use